Thank you. I now call on the distinguished delegate of Nicaragua to take the floor.
Honorable President of the Council, Dr. Liu, Honorable Secretary General, Dr. Liu, President of the 40th Assembly of ICAO, heads of delegations, delegates, and organizations. Good morning, everyone. It is an honor to take the floor at this 40th Assembly of ICAO as we approach our 75th anniversary. Nicaragua has been a state member of the organization since its very beginning, and we've worked hard to meet our obligations under the convention and in implementing its 19 annexes. In addition, we are committed to ICAO's 5 strategic objectives, as well as the organization's overarching plans and programs. Our country recognizes the leading role played by ICAO when it comes to developing international civil aviation, which has a favorable effect on social and economic growth of nations, mainly through the development of air transport. We'd like to point out that over the past 12 years, we've made significant progress when it comes to civil aviation, despite the financial limitations we face, as do many other countries with similar economies. In fact, our first USOP audit in 2008 was a watershed in terms of how we view aviation safety. In fact, our audit score of 92% was quite an eye-opener and ended up showing us the way forward. So based on our experience and despite our financial challenges, we are focusing our efforts on implementing best practices and then to the very best of our abilities. And that's how we can achieve our objectives, working together to try to make a much more efficient and robust aviation system. Today, as we speak to the 40th Assembly of ICAO, the outlook for civil aviation in Nicaragua has in fact been transformed thanks to our own efforts and the cooperation and assistance of other states and organizations, and in particular by the NACC Regional Office. That's for North America, Central America, and the Caribbean, because it has a new way of working directly with states. And because of this, its assistance arrived much more effectively. And so, as a result of this, the Central American states, in fact, are presenting a working paper where we recognize the excellent work of the NAC, as well as the financial resources that COSESNA provided to all member states, because that was absolutely decisive in terms of achieving these results. The Republic of Nicaragua is very active, both regionally and internationally. We attend events and major meetings. We attempt to lead when we can. We contribute when it comes to broadening cooperations and relationships amongst states and other aviation organizations. And in this context, we have signed a whole series of air transport agreements, MOUs, protocols, and legal instruments. And I'd like to take this opportunity to stress how beneficial it's been for Central American states to be getting closely involved in the air navigation sector and other aspects that have to do with aviation safety and personnel training. Now, if I were to speak for Nicaragua, I would say having done so has led to the creation of a modern air navigation infrastructure in our country. In April of this month, we had the privilege and the honor to receive Dr. Liu, President of the ICAO Council, who, despite his busy agenda, accompanied us as we inaugurated a new primary-secondary radar unit, which was part of a turnkey project financed by COSESNA. During his visit, he participated in a meeting with the Director Generals of Civil Aviation in Central America, and we signed a document entitled the Managua Declaration of Directors of Civil Aviation of the Central American region related to setting up a regional accident investigation agency. And Dr. Aliou signed this as an honorary witness. He gave us his complete support, and I must say that this project is a project which I have the honor to coordinate on behalf of Nicaragua. And I can tell you that we Central American states will be presenting a working paper with respect to this new agency at the Assembly. Our state has made major progress when it comes to managing aviation safety. We took our inspiration from the Montreal Declaration with respect to SARPs, which led to a much more effective system for operational safety oversight. And I can say our SSP has, for the most part, been implemented based on the global plans put forward by the International Civil Aviation Organization. And right now, we are getting ready to be audited under the USAP program of ICAO. I should also say that we are addressing environmental issues when we update our state plan, as well as naming our focal points. And we are working hard on implementing SARPs contained in the first edition of Annex 16, Volume 4. As a result of our work and all the efforts of our workers and the assistance of ICAO, we have reached a score of 94.55% effective implementation when it comes to aviation safety. We also possess a Category 1 certificate from FAA, and we have implemented 100% of our PBN. Our aerodrome certification is satisfactory, and thanks to God, we have no aviation-related fatalities. And in 2018, I beg your pardon, ICAO actually named Nicaragua as being a champion state. And so we're quite pleased to say that we have participated in setting up a national aircraft accident and incident investigation agency, and it's operating independently in terms of implementing standard 3.2 of Annex 13 of ICAO. And so we will be presenting another working paper with respect to the creation of this agency at the 40th Assembly. So that's the NAAIIA. We're also working on a victims assistance program, as well as where aircraft operators and airports will all be involved. Now, we wouldn't like to be amiss in concluding without thanking and acknowledging Dr. Aliou, Secretary General Liu, and also Melvin Cintron, who is Director of the NAC Regional Office, for all their cooperation and support. And we also like to congratulate the Council for carrying out its work. And finally, we would like to thank all the staff of ICAO, because it would be impossible for ICAO to function without them. We would aspire to a world of peace, of friendship, and understanding among nations and peoples. And that, after all, is why ICAO was created. So, long live ICAO, God bless, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.